supporting Taiwan independence with concrete actions and to stop arming Taiwan in any way.
Well, let's talk to political economist Shirley Z. Yu, who is a senior visiting fellow at the London School of Economics. Good morning to you, Shirley. So that's one example, the funding for Taiwan, which of course China reacted to, but also as well, President Biden signed a bill to see the ban of TikTok operating in the United States. How is Antony Blinken's trip likely to go, do you think, given what's happening at the moment?
Secretary Blinken is likely to discuss four main points in addition to what you have just mentioned, Sally. The first one is the U.S. seriously considers financial sanctions of Chinese banks that are involved in supporting Russia's military-industrial complex. And the second one is the U.S. recently restarted the 301 trade investigations on Chinese steel, aluminum, shipbuilding, and logistics sectors. So the tariffs imposed on Chinese goods faces further escalation. The third point is the continued conversation on Chinese overcapacity in the green economy, EVs, lithium, solar, etc., the sectors that are also considered vital to the U.S.'s domestic economic success. And the last point is certainly on Taiwan, with the looming inauguration of the incoming Taiwan President, Dr. Lai Ching. The U.S. wants to seek a broader understanding of measures to prevent tension escalation across the Taiwan Strait.
So it's quite clear what the American agenda is. You've just talked through it. We had US Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen recently there talking about the overcapacity issue and the global economy being flooded with cheap Chinese goods, often made by companies highly subsidized by the Chinese state. What is China saying in response to all of this?
If we reflect on Secretary Janet Yellen's visit to Beijing recently, China not only completely dismissed the whole proposition of containing the overcapacity in the green economy. As a matter of fact, on her last day visit in Beijing, the Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov flew in and met with the Chinese president. And let's bear in mind, Secretary Yellen didn't get a chance to meet with the Chinese president. And so I wouldn't consider that was a very productive trip, even if it was considered as sort of a friendly gesture. And this time, Secretary Blinken comes with 4 policy tools in his toolbox. That includes the financial sanctions, trade sanctions, tariffs, and the military deterrence. And I don't think it'll be welcome on the Chinese part. However, it's not entirely impossible for Secretary Blinken, particularly being invited by the Chinese foreign minister to Beijing. He might propose a potential of a heads of state meeting between Presidents Biden and Xi. And President Biden is the only U.S. president in recent decades who has never paid a visit to China during his tenure. So I think that'll be welcome and that'll be significant.
Well, we're watching with great interest. Shirley Z. Yu, thank you for joining us with your